All right, let's go right out of the gate, right in the morning with a Let's Talk video. So, if you guys don't know what Let's Talk videos are, they're videos that tend to have a bit more of a serious atmosphere, kind of a talkative type of thing. It's usually me when I talk in a more serious persona rather than the goofy, screamy Sky you see all the time. So with that being said, before I start this whole shebang, I want to say, guys, how are you guys doing? How was your day? I read all my comments, so let me know in the comments below. And I'm sure if you guys are having a bad day, even if I can't reply, the Sky Army will, and they will help you feel better about whatever is happening. That's the type of community that I want on my channel. So with that being said, let's go right in. So today's topics are Baby Mason, and what I plan on doing after YouTube, what I plan on doing after he's born, and other things like that. So let's just go right in and start with the first topic. Why is Mason named Mason now? So a lot of people, when we announced our baby, are confused on why we changed the name from Tyler to Mason. So the whole reason that we did has nothing to do with any like personal vendettas against anyone. Like, I love Tyler. Like, Tyler's my homie G Unit, my brother from another mother. And I would never like do anything to try and hurt him. Not what I was trying to go for with that. The entire reason we changed his name to Mason was exactly that reason. Since I love Tyler so much, I know so many Tylers. Like, Deadbox is technically named Tyler, Brotato is named Tyler, and then I know a lot of Tylers off camera as well. I just kind of wanted to make my child's name something that I couldn't associate a face with, if that makes sense. Because I want my child to be his own person, and I want to be able to, like, call his name and only think of him. You know, if I were to call Tyler, like, I just thought of Brotato. Like, I wouldn't be able to like completely associate him exclusively to that name, and that's what I wanted to do with Mason. Like, I don't personally know any Masons, and I do actually really like the name. Elisa and I came up with the name, and I thought it was perfect. It sounds cool. It's a nice name. Like, I really like the name, and it's his own, you know? It's something that is just him, and yeah, I like that. Moving on to the next thing. So a lot of people were kind of in the comments freaking out as if if I stopped, or if I had my baby, I would stop YouTube. That's not the case. That's not gonna happen. And before you guys go like, you should spend more time with your baby, blah blah blah. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time with my child, as much as humanly possible that I can put in. But with that being said, I'm gonna talk about a thing that a lot of YouTubers, they like to avoid the topic, but I think that, like, it's necessary to talk about. Like, YouTube is my job at the end of the day. Like, it's my favorite job in the world, the best job I could ever ask for, and a job that I fell into. Like, I didn't start YouTube with the entire thought process and goal of, like, making money from it. Like, I never did that, but, like, I just happened to make money from it. Like, I'd been doing YouTube for 3 or 4 years before I even got a single paycheck from, like, Machinima. Actually, I used to just be completely partnered with Machinima, and I would upload videos on their YouTube, and that's how I would get paid, through, like, a split they would do from the money that they give on the videos that they put on the channel. Like, that's how I originally started YouTube. 3 years of, like, doing random things, but as I went along, I wound up kind of turning it into something more. I wanted desperately to make this my job, and I wanted this to be my career because I loved doing it. Like I loved doing it so much that I wanted this to be what I do for a living. And I've grown accustomed to it. So, like, when people say, Adam, are you going to quit YouTube after Mason's born? That's not going to happen, because it would be irresponsible of me as a parent to shut down my income for my family because I have a baby. Like, that doesn't really make sense. So, I mean, thank you guys for the worry, but that's not going to happen. YouTube is my job at the end of the day, and it's the best job I could ever ask for, because I have the best supporters, the best fan base, the best everything I could ever wish for in a community.
The best around.
Yeah, like Elisa said, the best around. And it's awesome to me. So when don't worry is all I can say. I don't plan on missing uploads. Like, it's at the end of the day, like, focusing on a schedule and keeping a schedule is very important to me, and maintaining a good atmosphere and making sure that I have a good workflow on my channel is important to me. It shows dedication, and it shows that I can maintain, and I like doing that. Oh, as for people telling me I look tired, no, this is just me without glasses. I just have bags, that's all. I saw that a lot of people in my comments said that. No, well, and maybe I am tired, actually. I did just wake up. But, yeah. So, I covered the Mason name change, and I covered the YouTube working thing. So, with that being said, I think I'm close to wrapping this up. There are a couple other things that I wanted to talk about, and just kind of emphasize. Like, I don't know why it's such a social taboo for YouTubers to talk about. Like, I saw that PewDiePie made an entire video about how much he gets paid. I don't think he should have made that video. I don't think that he had to make that video. The fact that, like, we do this content and we upload these things and people watch them shouldn't be that big of a deal in other people's lives. At the end of the day, like, we have our own things going on. We have our own lives that we live as YouTubers. And, like, we go out of our way to make this content for you. Like, I work a lot, like I do, and my job no longer is just only like my three channels, like my Sky Does Things and my Sky Does Minecraft, my Sky versus Gaming. It's not just those anymore. Like, I don't know if you know this, but behind the scenes, I do a lot of work on helping Jinbop, that guy Barney, and Ross. They're all part of my team as well. So my team in-house, like Tim, Max, and Ethan, we focus a lot on making sure their content is up to par with what you will see on, like, my Sky versus Gaming. That's why all their thumbnails look the same. It's because they're all the same artist. Like, there's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes that you guys don't really understand, that we make sure, like, is good. Like, we want to make sure that the content that we make is the best for you. So, in fact, I've sort of turned it into I guess the best way I could describe it is sort of a business. Like, I come to work every day at 10 a.m. in the morning, and I leave at like 10 p.m., sometimes even 12, because I'm getting a lot of things done. I'm queuing up and getting a queue ready, which, if you guys don't know what a queue is, it's pretty much just like several days worth of content, but without lacking quality, if that makes sense. So, like a schedule, yes, like what Elisa said, a schedule. And that's kind of what I've turned my YouTube into, is I didn't really want to just make it about me anymore. So I brought team members on, I brought editors on. I wanted to, like, lighten my load so that I could...
That, and you just wanted to have fun again, like old days.
Yeah, I wanted it to be fun. I wanted to be able to experience something new, because if you do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, it just gets kind of bland and boring. and I wanted to make something self-sustaining, kind of like a TV network, except like more personal. Yeah, like more personal and on YouTube. So, like no TV network you'd ever see like an executive or something making a vlog like this. That would never happen. But with what I do, it's possible to do that. Like we can queue up for several days in advance, several weeks in advance, and we could go and live our own lives and still entertain you guys and still make you guys happy, and that's makes me so happy to know. Because I've already explained like my life and how YouTube impacted me, and I want to be able to do that without ever skipping a beat, without getting sick one day and like not having content for you guys. That's the whole reason I put this kind of thing in place, is so that like always, all the time, you guys will have something to watch. So that's the whole reason I have to answer, will I stop YouTube? Absolutely not. I love it too much. I love my child, don't get me wrong, but I also love my community as well. So
It's your life. It's all you know.
it is all I know. I'm constantly making strives to improve it, and you guys are always there to help me, and you guys are always there to make it even bigger. And with that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Will I be quitting YouTube? No. My son's name is Mason now, and I hope that you guys have a fantastic day.